With shifting trade dynamics between Canada and our southern neighbours, Made in Canada has taken on fresh significance. From canned goods to clothing racks and construction materials, the label now evokes more than just origin. It stirs a growing sense of national pride. This Sunday at 3 p.m. at Westworth United Church, Winnipeg's Esprit Singers are celebrating that spirit with a concert that elevates Made in Canada to new artistic heights. Called North of the 49th Parallel, this concert showcases an inspiring program of music by Canadian composers including Sid Rabinovich, Malcolm Forsyth, Leonard Cohen, Joni Mitchell, and Andrew Balfour, amongst others. It's a sublime way to welcome the warmth of spring right here, north of the 49th. And joining me here in the Classic 107 studio to talk about the Esprit Singers concert, I am joined by their director, Valdine Anderson. Hey, Valdine, great to have you back.
Hi, Chris. It's great to be here.
So I know I hyped it up in the preamble, but I'm presuming that the planning for this concert happened before this mishigas with the United States. What was your thinking behind putting together a concert of Canadian composers?
You're right. It was just such a funny way of things coming about. It came about because I had reached out to Andrew Balfour. He's a composer that I find so interesting and so compelling, and I really, really wanted to have Esprit perform a work of his. And we found the work Kilak, but I thought it would be so fantastic to have an accompanying work to go with it. And so we commissioned him. Of course, we were in touch with him last year. And just starting to put together ideas for the program, we just thought, well, let's just stick with Canadian music. There's so much of it, and it's so good, and we'll see what we can put together. And this came about, and and then, of course, things happen in the world, and it just seems to be a very appropriate program for the spring.
Yeah, it could not have worked out better. Can you talk about Andrew's commission piece? What's it like, and how did that commissioning process work?
It was so interesting. Often when Esprit commissions a composer, the composer, we of course want them to find a text that really speaks to them. But in this case, Andrew is responsible for the text and for the music as well. And it's I would say it's really talking about the words, which mean community and truth, and it's just celebrating this with syllables that kind of come to a sort of climactic point, and it's very, I would say, it's kind of a celebration or a great big fanfare, really.
Mm-hmm. And can you give us the name of the piece? I'm going to get you to say it because I'll butcher it.
It's called Sakihitoin.
It's going to be great. Yeah, he's a wonderful composer, so it should be a great piece.
Yeah, I find him so exciting, and I just, it's a really original voice, and the choir has really enjoyed just this whole sound world, and so we're really excited to perform it.
Mm-hmm. The concert has three parts to it. Songs to celebrate Canada. Andrew's two pieces are part of that. And then you've got songs about rain, and then there's some lighter fare. Yeah. So you've got the two Andrew Balfour songs that are celebrating Canada, but you also have Malcolm Forsyth's piece. I'm going to get you to say the name of it.
Ayuituk.
What is that piece like? And from what I understand, Ayuituk, it's a national park on Baffin Island, right?
It is, and the name of the Ayuituk really means a place where there's no summer. So it's a frozen landscape, and the poetry is fantastic. It really depicts this landscape where it appears frozen and that nothing's happening, but really there's a great deal of how could you say, passion amongst all of this frozen atmosphere, and it's oblivious really to mankind's perception that it's dead, and that it's really it's powerful in its own right, and it's not affected really by the transience of man as mankind comes comes through, and asserts its dominance over various regions. It's forever, and it's been there forever, and it's kind of that feeling, and the music is very stark, and I wouldn't say quite atonal. It's got a tonality. It's got but the sound world of this piece is harsh and stark, and yet beautiful in its own way too. So you really get the impression of the north and
being
and
above the tree line and all
absolutely,
that.
just
Yeah.
a place where there is no summer, but it's got its own life source.
So there's 3 songs on the program that are about rain. What is the significance of rain for you? I mean, it's so perfect for spring, right? Everything's turning green, and it's,
It just, again, was one of these happy coincidences. We wanted to do Sid Rabinovich's Noche de Lluvia so much. It's just such a beautiful piece and so fun and in a kind of a tango sort of rhythm. And After the Rain by Sarah Cortell, who is one of the choir's favorite composers, has a text by Chief Dan George. And we just thought, okay, that's a beautiful tie-in. And Jan Garrett's I Dreamed of Rain is just a beautiful piece that's arranged by Larry Nickel of Cypress Music Publishers. So it's just a nice sort of statement of related songs by wonderful, wonderful Canadian artists.
I want to talk about Sid's piece. From what I understand, it was written in 2000. It's part of a larger suite of pieces for choir. How did you learn about it? You might be friends with Sid. Is that how? Or
No, I had actually sourced it out a long time ago, just looking for things that I thought would be accessible for my choir. And of the set of songs that belongs to, that one just seemed to be the most appealing. And I have to say, it's been performed everywhere. You can see choirs in the States doing it, choirs across Canada sing it, in Europe as well. It's very attractive. So so that's, of course, one of the compelling reasons I wanted to do it.
Absolutely. So, and then you've got the lighter fare on the program. I was listening to some of this music this morning. This Katerina Guimont, am I saying that right?
I think so, or Gimont.
Guimont, her All Together We in Love, it is beautiful. It's amazing. Where did you learn about her?
Again, the choir has done another piece by her in the past, and again, it was a real sort of fireball of a fun piece to do. And so I just thought, let's see what else she has. And there was this piece that's a cappella, but it's kind of got the choir beatboxing a little bit.
It's like they're providing their own rhythm section.
Exactly, and the harmonies are so pretty. And she's written it for treble choirs, and she's also got an arrangement for mixed choir. But I have to say, I think the treble choir arrangement is the best one.
Yeah. It's just a beautiful piece. It really struck me. You're also doing arrangements of Joni Mitchell tunes, Leonard Cohen, Jane Sibrey as well. Is there a small band that's going to be taking part in the performance? And if there is, who are the musicians that are going to be joining you?
Yeah, we have a group of musicians. They're full-time working musicians, touring all the time. We are so lucky that they were in town for this. We've got Terry Youmans on guitar and Miles Littman on bass and Chris Maxfield on drums. So they play together often, but they're often also gigging in different parts of the country. So lucky us, they just happened to be here for this concert. So
the lighter fare consists of some down the line Canadian classics, right out of the Canadian songbook. You're doing Cohen's Bird on a Wire, Hallelujah, and then Joni Mitchell's A Case of You and Big Yellow Taxi. Where did you find these arrangements, and why was it so important to include these classic Canadian songs in the program?
They're great songs, and a program of Canadian rap. I know it's done all the time, but we had to do Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah.
Yeah.
And Bird on a Wire is actually being done as a solo, and it's just such a great, the poetry is so great. And we've pretty much copied Katie Lang's arrangement. I've just kind of sort of tried to copy what they've done, and we've got the organ in there and everything. So it should be kind of fun. One of our soloists in the choir is Olivia Maxfield, and she's doing this song, and she does a great job of it. And the Big Yellow Taxi, we found a fantastic arrangement by the Matthew pod, and it's originally for mixed choir, but we've sort of worked it out to be for treble voices, and it's funky and really fun, and I think the audience will get a kick out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. It just sounds great. It's so wonderful to have you back in studio, Valdine. I'm going to wrap up the conversation by asking what you hope audiences will take away from the concert on Sunday.
Well, apart from feeling really, really proud of the output of music from Canadian artists, I hope they'll be humming along to Hallelujah as they go out the door, and just knowing that Canada has wonderful music, and we can put a whole program together of it, and it covers pop, it covers music about the country itself, and it covers classical choral music too, so all genres.
And one of the things, just again, prepping for the interview, one of the things that struck me is there's like this real vast variety of different textures and sounds that are possible from a women's chorus. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a challenge actually for the choir because the genres are so different, but I think they'll rise to the occasion.
Absolutely, I'm sure they will. Valdine, this has been so wonderful to have you back in studio. It's always great to have you here. The concert on Sunday is going to be spectacular, I'm sure. Thanks for taking the time to stop by and talk to me today. It's been fantastic.
Thank you, Chris. It was a pleasure.
For our Classic 107 listeners, North of the 49th Parallel, as performed by the Esprit Singers, takes place this Sunday, May 4th at 3 p.m. at Westworth United Church, which is at 1750 Grosvenor Avenue. For more details, visit espritsingers.com or go to classic107.com. I've embedded a direct link to the show page in the article about the concert that you can find up there now. Valdine, thanks again.